believe I just played Soldier Boy during it. Yeah, get money. All right, let's do some chat shout-outs here to open up our number one, because that's how we do it here on WZR Radio. We got Randy Knockout 84s in there, Colm Gillespie, Cold Black, Ultimate Fanatic, Dirty Mo Posse. I'm seeing some new people in here tonight, which is
there is a couple of new ones.
I like when people register. You know what I mean? People, all the guests go to TalkShoe.com. You can register your username. You can come back every Tuesday night from 7 to 9 Eastern Time. Every Tuesday we're here. Who else is in here? R-Dub. Who else, Jose? Give them some chat shout-outs.
CUN666, WWE Raw fan. What else we got here? Ultimate Fanatic, which is normal.
Yeah, Undertaker Fan 86, R-Dub, Jericho 133. He's in there every week. Super RKO.
Living Dead Guy. We know you're there.
Yeah,
we feel you, dog.
Lots of people. WZROnline.com /chat. We hear you, dog. Get in there, register your username, and only takes 2 seconds. You know what I mean? Give you a little chat shout out on a weekly basis. We try. Try to make the fans happy. You know what I mean? The people that come here on a weekly basis. Good,
we do this each and every single week.
Single week. Tuesday nights, 7 to 9 Eastern Time. I can't say leading you into ECW anymore. You know what I mean?
Almost leading you to ECW. How about almost? I'm cool, almost.
All right, almost. So we're here every Tuesday night from 7 to 9 Eastern Time, almost leading you guys into ECW. So come back. Most of these guys do anyway. And then we've got our official website at WZR Radio is WZROnline.com. I got some bad news here for you in hour number 2. Looks like Jose is going to have to take off here at about 8:30 or so to go to the game. So we may have to end just a little bit earlier. You know, no big deal. Be back next Tuesday. Like I said, 7 to 9 Eastern Time, almost leading you guys into ECW. So that's the bad news. The good news is we're going to run down Monday Night Raw here real quick, and then we are going to run down the draft. Well, I got you here, what happened last night, and then I'm going to let you go, and if we have any live phone callers, I will finish them up. I'll take any questions that you guys have. I'll let you go. Let Jose get out of here towards this game, and I'll get the phone calls out of the way, and I'll wrap this shindig up. Sound good, buddy?
Sounds good. Hopefully, maybe sooner than later, I have the City of Norwalk, Connecticut recreational hotline on my speed dial. So I'm calling about every 5 minutes or so. So if I pause for a second, it's not because I'm ignoring you or I'm doing something else. It's just I'm trying to find out if they cancel the game or not, because it was downpouring, but now the sun is coming out.
Why would you ignore Clark? Why would you ignore Ryan Clark anyway? No, I'm just.
Say it again.
You heard me. No, you heard me, dog. You heard me, dog.
Podemos fazer?
What?
Say that again, amigo.
You speak Puerto Rican, anybody?
I was actually French. Don't even ask me where. I just asked you if you know how to speak French. I haven't decided where that came from.
Good one, buddy. Good one. You got me. All right, whatever. All right, Monday Night Raw from last night. We're going to run this down pretty quick. We had Vince McMahon came out, briefly mentioned that there was going to be a draft. Basically said before Donald Trump left, he made decisions. What's that?
They had a 15-man trade. No draft. It was a 15-man trade.
Right. So Vince McMahon is now the owner of Monday Night Raw, and apparently Donald Trump has somehow made a 15
7 days later.
Okay, but we have a new owner of Monday Night Raw, so can't the new owner of Raw kind of, veto that decision, kind of turn it over? You know what I mean? I don't know. Some things just don't make sense. But it was for the better because it's always good when we have a draft and we switch things up. You know what I mean? So basically says that.
What was he wearing?
Vince?
Did you see that suit that he came out with?
No.
Man, I just recently started watching Raw in HD. I may convert back to the other one. because his suit was like, he had like gray pants and navy and baby blue jacket and like a yellow tie. It was just, it caught my eyes because I was just like, wow.
See, I don't look at men's suits. I don't know.
It's just his suit is just, it stand out.
All right.
I don't sit here and try to, I'm just saying.
Whatever works for you, baby doll. Nah. I'll tell you what, the walk is...
you see, purple blazer. People pay attention.
Whatever, dude. Clark. All right, so Vince comes out, basically teases the crowd, says next week, or he basically teases the crowd, says, do you want me to give you full refunds? Da-da-da-da-da. He says, Trump does that, I don't. And then briefly mentions the draft. He introduces Batista as our guest our guest host for last night's show. He goes on to make several matches. He makes Triple H versus MVP, and help me out here. What was the other one? It was a Triple H versus MVP and a gauntlet match. And the main event, the gauntlet match. Randy Orton versus the Raw acquisitions from
3 of the 5
WWE.
Yeah.
So I don't know. We started things off. This is another thing. MVP, a guy that I would love to see them push this guy. But then you put him in a match with Triple H, and come on, man. For a number one contenders tournament, Triple H versus MVP, we all knew the outcome of this one, where we had Triple H go over basically the pedigree, and got the win. So he advances in the tournament, and we had Edge and Chris Jericho in a rematch for the WWE Unified Tag Team titles versus Primo and Carlito. I thought it was a botched spot at first, where Carlito went to jump off the second rope, I believe it was, and on the outside, Jericho and Primo were out there. And when they showed the replay, you could see that Jericho shoved Primo into the ropes, and that teased tension between Primo and Carlito, which will culminate next week on Monday Night Raw, where one of those guys, well, we talked about it earlier, but one of those guys turns on the other, and looks like they're going to set up a feud between those two, probably a mini feud, and then what they do with those guys, boy, I'm losing my voice, what they do with those guys after that remains to be seen. Once they do the one-on-one contest, you know what I mean, Carlito versus Primo, remains to be seen, but I thought the match was great, you know what I mean? Edge, Jericho, Primo, and Carlito, all 4 of them great workers, you know what I mean?
It's amazing that they put this match the way they put it. I mean, I still think, I guess just, the Colognes, I'd rather have them not break up. That's just the reality. Anything more than that is just, I kind of find it questionable in that respect.
Yeah, but the problem is how long are you going to keep Edge and Jericho? Because they're 2 main eventers, you know what I mean? I mean, they're not mid-card guys anymore. Jericho and Edge are both main eventers. And when they have the tag team titles on them, sure, it brings credibility to the tag team division, but how long can you continue that? Because that's basically taking 2 of your main event stars and dropping them down, if you will. I mean, I know they're still champions, but they're tag team champions, and they're not vowing for the world titles. You know what I mean? So how long?
Well, it's simple. I sit there and I said the same thing, and I'm like, then you start really thinking kind of like behind the scenes, like why was this even put together? Like, what's the reason behind this? And the only simple reason that I can really think about the reasons why is, one of the main reasons why is Edge injuries. I mean, Edge has injuries.
Right.
So, putting them in a tag team gives them that chance to breathe a little bit more rather than performing for 10 to 15 minutes.
But then you also have them being unified tag team champions, and you had them work 2 matches last night. I just posted something before we went on the air where Jericho posted on his Twitter that, he was a mess after wrestling 2 matches last night. You know what I mean? And it's like unified tag team champions, so they're going to have to wrestle on all 3 brands or all 4 brands if you count superstars. You know what I mean? So it's not. I mean, sure, you get the tag team work. It's not one-on-one, but they are gonna work a bunch of shows.
And that's another reason too. I mean, I would love to see those 2 on ECW, which I believe they made the announcement where Tommy Dreamer and Christian teaming up against each other against I think I slipped my head. William Regal and
is that tonight?
Yes, tonight.
Did they
I was just at WWE.com, but my page is not loading, and I know I saw William Regal's face. I know I saw Tommy Dreamer. I saw Christian. I just can't remember.
Let me go to WWE.com right now. I'll pull it up here. But here we go. Our ECW main event. By the way, I just checked for spoilers. Here it's Tommy Dreamer